Welcome back, and now to shed more light on this subject, we're joined over the phone by Dr. Nora Mashhour, political science and strategic management expert, as well as a presidential leadership program graduate. Good afternoon to you, sir, ma'am. Dr. Nora?
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure.
Yes, thank you for joining us. Can you tell us a bit more about the Visegrad Group and why was it established?
The Visegrad Group, or Visegrad 4, is a culture political alliance of 4 countries of Central Europe, which are Poland, Slovakia, Czech Republic, and Hungary, which are all members in European Union and NATO. And this group was formed in 1991 to advance cooperation in military, culture, economics, and energy matters.
Yes. What about Egypt? It was the first Middle East country and a third non-member state to be invited to take part in the summit. What's the significance of Egypt's participation in the summit, especially since it's the second time?
As you said, Egypt was the first Middle East state and third non-member state to be invited to participate in Visegrad Group Summit after Japan and Germany, and it is the second time for Egypt to take a part in Visegrad Summit after 2017, which reflects the keenness of the two sides to develop relations between them and discuss different issues of common interest. Also, Egypt looks forward to more cooperation with Visegrad Group countries to transfer experience, technology, especially in the field of education and training. Also, Egypt aims to benefit from the large industrial base of 4 Visegrad Groups countries, as well attract new investment from Central Europe.
During the press conference on the sidelines of the summit itself, the president spoke about illegal immigration and explained Egypt's obligations towards refugees and so forth. How do you read this? Is this statement significant to Eastern European countries?
Egypt, under leadership of His Excellency President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi, doesn't leave the refugees to meet their fate at sea or nor face the unknown, but rather integrate them in the Egyptian society. Egypt now currently home to some 5 million refugees. His Excellency affirms many times that Egypt didn't accept from the ethical perspective housing refugees in camps or sending them to Europe by means of illegal immigration. And also he stressed that effectively confronting of illegal immigration phenomena required addressing its roots and causes by settling the regional conflict and dealing with trials of some countries to exploit this conflict.
The Hungarian foreign minister spoke about that Egypt deserves some sort of European financial support in its efforts to combat illegal immigration. How do you read the statement by the foreign minister there?
I see that it's a kind of international appreciation of the Egyptian efforts that serves the whole world through succeed in curbing illegal immigration to Europe from the Egyptian coast, providing that stop the phenomena of illegal immigration across the sea is not impossible at all.
The president, during the press conference itself, also spoke about a decent life initiative. Why did the president take up this subject during the press conference, and what's the significance of discussing this subject there?
Decent Life is an initiative endorsed by His Excellency President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi with the main objective of improving the quality of the life in the poorest Egyptian village according to poverty map within the framework of Sustainable Development Strategy, Egypt's Vision 2030, through decreasing the poverty and employment rate. The initiative targets 52% of the total Egyptian population. It is considered Egypt's biggest mega project and in its modern history. The initiative has 4 pillars: improving living standards, investing in human capital, developing infrastructure service, raising the quality of human development service, and economic development.
Yes. What about the fact that the president spoke about European cooperation with Egypt when it comes to economic ties and job provision opportunities for Egyptian youth and so forth? How do you assist this effort to boost relations?
The development of human capital can be stated to the one of the main necessary conditions for any, not all the kind of growth of any given society. And the implementation and success of sustainable development strategy, Egypt Vision 2030, requires addressing human capital and institutional capacity gaps through the building of capabilities and competences at all levels. To address these gaps, the Egyptian government focus in investing human capital, and specific efforts are directed at youth and women empowerment. As according to this year's Egyptian Human Development Report, which is issued by the UN Development Program in a cooperation with the Ministry of Planning and Economic Development, that covers the progress made all over the past decade in investment in human capital, economic development, women empowerment, and also covers the policies and initiatives implemented to achieve goals set by the government in each of these areas. And all the indicators in the report indicate that the situation on the ground is 10 times better than 10 years ago, especially in the area of education, health sector, housing sector, and gender equality.
Okay, Dr. Mashhour, a political science and strategic management expert and also a presidential leadership program graduate. Thank you so much for shedding light on this topic.